Good morning, Manual High School. I'm Lily Nelson.
And I'm Shay Dobson.
And thank you for tuning in to Manual AM.
There'll be a sophomore steering committee meeting on Tuesday, February 2nd from 2:30 to 4 in room 154.
Junior Steering Committee meets on Mondays in room 221 from 2:30 to 3:30. For basketball homecoming, the juniors' theme is Jurassic Juniors.
And now to Quinton with the sports.
Good morning, I'm Quinton Bynum with your sports for the week. Last week, the boys varsity basketball team beat both Moore by a score of 59-53 and Christian Academy of Indiana by a score of 66-49. Those two wins improved their record to 10 wins and 9 losses, and next they will play tomorrow night at 7:30. Last Wednesday, the girls varsity basketball team beat Sacred Heart in the first round of the LIT by a score of 56-53. Then on Friday, in the second round, they played number 3 Mercer County and lost in an exciting overtime game by a score of 70-67. Their record is now 12 wins and 5 losses. Their next game will be against George Rogers Clark tomorrow night at 6:30 at Manual. Next, I would like to say congrats and good job to all 346 fall and winter athletes who received academic All-State for having a 3.75 or higher GPA. Also, congrats to the Dazzlers for finishing 5th in the nation at the Nationals yesterday. And now here's a story from Olivia Loy and me on the upcoming track season.
With spring quickly approaching, we talked with some coaches and runners with the track and field team about the upcoming season.
I think we bring back some very strong female runners. Emma Kuntz set the state record last year in the 800 meters, so we're looking for her to come back strong and repeat as state champion. Elena Sapienza Wright was runner-up to a senior last year in the mile. We expect her to be a force in the distance as well. Third last year in the mile was Yard Nagoose, who's a junior this year, and he's expected to have a very big year.
Last year I ran mainly the mile and the 800. This year I expect, and I probably will be running more 2 miles this year. I also really enjoy the 4x400 meters.
I mostly do the mile and the 2 mile, but I might be doing the 800 this year.
I mostly run the 400 and 800, and mostly in relays this last year.
Last year I ran the 800 and the 4x4 and the 400. Sometimes I do the 200 meters, and this year I'm going to try running the mile.
Well, last season was pretty fun. We had a lot of success at the state meet. I had a great race at the other big race, the Dream Mile, which is just one Friday night before Oaks, where you just run one race.
I think last season went very well for me. It was my first time for returning to a sport because I did track first in freshman year. So it was kind of new now that I could see I was in the mix with all those faster runners, which I hadn't really been too much in freshman year.
So last season went pretty well. I won Eastern Relays, which was good because my freshman year I got boxed in, and that was just really hard. But it made me know that I have to get out faster for my next races. And then I won region and I won state, and I set a new state record.
This season, I think that I'm going to be running more for to get points for the team. A lot of the bigger meets. So and I'll be running more events each meet as well too.
I know this year we have a lot more of the weight training and such, and it's the second year with our new coach. So I know I really feel like weight training will actually help me because I'm not the biggest person in the world.
Last season was kind of like my first season because freshman year I wasn't too involved.
Well, this year I'm going to try going out to California to run 2 races during spring break to mix it up with some people out of state and get some faster runners, and so hopefully I'll run a faster time.
We always compete with Sacred Heart in 4x8 and Assumption, and as well as Central. Those are all pretty predominant schools.
I think to compete for a regional championship, on the girls' side, I think we have a legitimate shot at a state championship this year. With the boys, I think we want to get more boys qualified for state. We want to go head-to-head with St. X in our region, and we want to shake up the state meet as much as possible. I think we could easily be a top 4 placer at state this year.
This has been Olivia Loy from Manual Ann.
Those are all of your announcements and sports for today. Thanks for watching and have a great day, Manual High School.